Consider the experiment of tossing a coin twice and noting the outcome. In this tutorial, I'm going to find the probability distribution for the number of heads. So to answer that question, I'll start by looking at the sample space for the experiment and the set of all possible outcomes. So the sample space, which I would denote by S, would have two tails, a tail, a head, tail, and then two heads. So that's the sample space there, the set of all possible outcomes. But in this case, we want to find the probability distribution for the number of heads. But when we look at those possible outcomes, we see that there can be no heads. In this case, we would have tail, tail, or we can have one head for each of the tosses. So like for example there, we have one head, tail, head, tail. We are having the number there of heads is 1. Or the last option, there can be two heads. So those are the possible numbers: 0 heads, 1 head, 2 heads. So when we want our probability distribution, we'll draw a table with the number of heads. We say it is 0, 1, or 2. Then write the probability. For the probability of 0 heads, 0 heads is the first one there where we have tail, tail, and it's 1 out of the 4. So it will give us a probability of 0.25. So we have there for 0, we write the 0.25 in the table. We now go on to the next, the probability of 1 head. For the probability of 1 head, we are having 2 of them there. We have tail head or head tail, because we are having 1 head in each case. So the probability there will be the number there, it will be 2 out of the 4 where we have 1 head. So the probability will be 2 over 4, which gives us a 0.5. I'll go on and write it in the table there. So we have the 0.5 there as the probability. We now look at the probability of 2 heads. 2 heads there, we are only having 1 out of the 4 possible outcomes. So the probability of 2 heads is equals to 1 over 4, which gives us 0.25. So where we have 2 heads there, the probability is 0.25. So what you are having there, the table there that I've highlighted, that's the probability distribution for the number of heads.